Hi, Ed Diaz here. In today's video, we're going to learn how to edit tones, sounds, in a scene. All right, let's get started. So a scene on the JUNO-D can have up to 8 different parts. We can split and layer up to 7 different keyboard parts, and the 8th part is dedicated to drums. And they can all be saved with dedicated settings inside a scene. Now, what if we have to go inside the scene and make some adjustments to those parts? Well, here's how you do it. First, I'm going to press the menu button just to the left of my screen. And I'm going to use my cursors and cursor to the right where it says Scene Edit. Then press the Enter button. As you see here, there's a bunch of different options that I can choose from, but I'm going to choose Parts. So I'm going to cursor to the right and select Part and press Enter. Now, if you take a look, there are a lot of different tabs we can choose from. I'm going to use my cursors and highlight Tone. And I'm going to use my cursor, and let's just scroll through them very quickly. I can edit specific tone parameters. I can adjust the keyboard settings, so the range of my keyboard, the velocity, and the keyboard switch. I can determine whether that particular part is on or off, active on the keyboard when I play. Next, I can adjust the individual pitch of that part or coarse tuning, fine tuning, which could be really cool for synths. Also, I can determine whether it's going to be a mono or poly sound. Adjust my portamento and octave settings. Pretty cool. Lots of good things to go to there. Next, I'm going to cursor over in the next tab, which is Offset. This is really cool because you can see that I can adjust sound settings like cutoff, resonance, attack, decay, and release without adjusting the actual tone. This means we don't have to worry about editing tones themselves. These changes are just saved to the scene. Really easy. Cursor over one more to MIDI. Here I can see what the MIDI channel is of that part, and I can go in and change it if necessary. So if I'm using an external MIDI keyboard to play sounds in the JUNO-D, this could come in handy. Now let's cursor over again. On the controller section, we can actually choose per part what controls we want to have active. Maybe I want to have part 1 and 2 held with the pedal, but I don't want part 3 and 4, which might be a lead, to react to the hold pedal. That being said, I might not want part 1 and 2, maybe just a piano-oriented part, be affected by the pitch bend. But I want the lead section, which I have on part 3 and 4, affected by that. So this is where I would want to adjust all of that by part. Now let's cursor over to the next tab, Scale Tuning. We'll have a specific video where we talk about setting specific scale tuning and delve into this a little bit further. In this section, I just press the Enter button and I can see all the different types of custom tunings available for each part. So this makes the JUNO-D very flexible for tons of different styles of music. Cursor one more time and I see External. This is a very helpful screen. If I'm using external, maybe a computer using Apple MainStage, I can tell the part to be set to an external. So maybe instead of playing the JUNO-D's internal part, I could be playing an external part via MIDI. Maybe something from MainStage or Ableton Live or any other DAW. This is a very powerful feature, as I could set up which MIDI channel a part is on for playing external instruments. Also go so far as to tell the JUNO-D to change to a particular patch inside the software by programming the specific MSB, LSB, and program change numbers, and even the volume of that patch when I change to specific scenes. I just went all the way back to tone, and if you look at the category buttons at the bottom, right now number 1 is lit green, and you see on the top right of my screen it says Part 1. Watch what happens when I press number 2 on the category buttons. Part 3, Part 4, so on and so forth. It's very easy to come into here and make those adjustments per part. If we take a look further at the category buttons, we have more settings. independent for each part. If I press the purple button, number 9, that turns my EQ switch on or off. By pressing number 10, which is red, that's my tone MFX switch, which I can turn on or off. Pressing number 11, that's my insert effect switch, which I can turn on or off. Number 12 is the chorus and delay switch, which is a light blue. Number 13 is my reverb switch, which is a deeper blue. Once again, everything that I'm doing saves to a scene. So after I make my adjustments for my scene, I can easily save them by pressing the right button, which is on the top left of the screen. Now make sure that scene right is selected, and I can use my cursors to get there if I need to. Press the enter button and I can go ahead and save that scene. Use the cursors and the dial wheel to adjust the name. Once I have selected the name that I want, I can press the enter button to save this custom scene. I can write it to a user destination of my choice and then press the enter button, and it's all set to go. So as you can see, there are a lot of great options for you when you're creating your own scenes inside the JUNO-D. Make sure and take time and go through this section and adjust your scenes to your needs, and don't worry, you're not going to mess anything up. All presets are editable. However, you cannot erase a preset. You can edit it, but when you go to write it, you will not overwrite the preset. It will go directly to a user scene. Feel free to edit any scene to your needs, and if it's something that you want to save and rename, you can do that. And when you press write, it'll go to a user scene destination. I encourage you to really dig into the scenes so you can harness the full potential of your Roland JUNO-D. Once again, thank you for watching. I hope this helps you out. You guys take care, and we'll talk to you later.